Hello Aries and welcome to Witchy Tarot. Today I will be doing your general reading for 2025. This video is for entertainment purposes only. Please keep in mind not all messages will resonate since this is a general reading. I will be pulling 9 cards from the Halloween Tarot deck by Kipling West and 1 oracle card from Oracle of the Witch by Flavia Kate Peters and Barbara Michael Johnfrey. So let's get started. So for your first card, Aries, we get the King of Bats in reverse. So when reversed, this card warns of a potential for manipulation and the misuse of intellectual power. It suggests a state where quiet power turns callous, highlighting issues like loss of emotional control and the dangers of wielding authority unethically. So to me, that kind of deals with one of two things. It deals with either a relationship in terms of quiet power turning callous, and then it also can deal with a work-related relationship in terms of dangers of wielding authority unethically. So you could be potentially dealing with somebody who is manipulative but highly intellectual and knows what they're doing in love or at work. So just keep that in mind for this year. On the upside, for your next card, we got the Page of Ghosts in the upright. Oh, also just to let you know, forgot to mention, in this deck, bats are swords. So whenever you think swords or think bats, think air energy. Thankfully in this picture it shows a sword, but it's really the suit of bats in this deck. And then for the next card, Page of Ghosts is really Page of Cups in correspondence with the Rider-Waite-Smith tarot card deck that's universally used. So the Page of Ghosts in the upright is a student of life, expressive, artistic, and imaginative. And the biggest thing to know about this card is that a message is on the way. So being that it's 2025, this is probably going to either be in the form of a text message or a call. But it could also be an email too if it's work related. The Page of Cups heralds a wave of creative and emotional opportunities, embodying curiosity and the joy of discovery. It signals intuitive insights and pleasant surprises, opening the heart to new love and the mind to imaginative possibilities. So, whenever I see the Page of Ghosts, I always think of friendship, like someone's offering friendship, but it could also be other forms of a relationship too. It could be romantic love. It could be an invitation to start a new job, or maybe something in regards to studying too, because it's a student of life, but could also be just like learning a new subject, perhaps. Like you're getting into like a new subject this year. Could be like any kind of subject, maybe tarot even, you never know. So for the next card, your third card, you get the Six of Bats or Swords in the reverse. Actually, let me show it to you guys upright so you know what it looks like. So it looks like this. Usually in the upright it means like you're leaving something. But in the reverse, this card suggests internal resistance to necessary change, indicating lingering issues or emotional burdens. It calls for addressing unresolved matters to fully embrace the journey ahead. So you want to embark on this journey to move forward with your life and move on from whatever emotional strife it is that you will be going through this year or are already currently going through. Remember, messages are timeless and universal, and energy is fluid, so this could either be past, present, or future, depending on what you're going through. But yeah, so maybe you're feeling a little bit hesitant, you're too comfortable in the situation you're in, and you don't want to change your routine because you're so comfortable with what you know. But this card is basically telling you to just let go and let be. For your next card, sorry there's so many reverse cards, guys, but trust me, this one's actually a good card to get in the reverse. So for the Five of Imps, also Wands, you get it in the reverse, but in the reverse, it's actually a good connotation. So reversed, this card suggests moving beyond conflict, because you see like they're all kind of like fighting over here with like their sticks or whatever you want to call these things, batons. But in the reverse, you're moving beyond the conflict, embracing diversity, finding common ground. It indicates a phase of agreeing to disagree, respecting differences, avoiding unnecessary confrontation for harmony. So maybe you will be able to find a compromise with this person that you are currently having struggles with, whether it be like a mom, a dad, sister, brother, friend, significant other, coworker, boss. You'll be able to move beyond the conflict and find a resolution to whatever it is that's bothering the two of you. Guys, if you hear me turning a page, it's because I literally have to write scripts for this because I'm just starting in tarot. So if you hear that, sorry about that. But for your next card, you get the 10 of Pumpkins, but you get in the reverse. So when reversed, this card highlights the potential pitfalls of wealth. Because remember, this is pumpkins. Oh, I forgot to say, pumpkins is pentacles, guys. So whenever you think pumpkins, think pentacles, think money. So yeah, this card highlights the potential pitfalls of wealth, such as financial instability or loss. It warns against transient success and the challenges, I can't even read my own handwriting, sorry guys, and the challenges of sustaining resources, urging a reassessment of financial struggles. So maybe you have to reconsolidate. If I were to guess, like if I were just to think of an example, you have to reconsolidate your credit card debt because the APR or whatever interest rate is just too high for each individual card. Perhaps like a good suggestion would be to take out a loan and reconsolidate your debt into one payment with a lower interest rate. If I were to think of like a specific situation, but this could mean like a number of different things. It doesn't necessarily have to just mean that you're in like credit card debt. It could be like other forms of like financial instability. Like there's so many ways that we can all get financially unstable, but that's okay because it happens to us all. And this card is just basically letting you know to just be wary, be careful, just reassess what's going on with your finances and find a solution to what's going on with your money. All right, guys, for your next card, you get, I'll keep showing you in the upright, and then if it's reversed, I'll reverse it. So you get the Queen of Imps in the reversed, I'm sorry. When reversed, this card highlights a struggle with self-confidence and the rise of introverted selfishness. It warns of jealousy and insecurity, urging a reevaluation towards self-respect and the management of personal power. So maybe there's somebody in your life who you might feel like a little pang of jealousy towards, like you kind of wish that your life was like their life, or you could switch lives. But this card is just basically letting you know to come into your own power and to love yourself and treat yourself with the dignity and respect that you deserve, and that you don't have, comparison is a thief of joy. You never have to compare yourself to others. Always be true to yourself, and most importantly, self-happiness, guys, is the most important happiness there is in this world. Don't ever feel like you need somebody else to make you feel loved or happy. If you are happy and content with yourself, that's really all you need in this world. Self-happiness, guys, that's the key, self-happiness. So for your next card, it's actually in the upright. We get the Two of Bats. Oh, I should have mentioned, I'm so sorry, I have to keep going back. The Queen of Imps in the reverse is the Queen of Wands. So this is fire energy. Similar to you guys, Aries, this is fire energy. Okay, so moving on. Now, Two of Bats in the upright. Bats being swords, air energy. This represents dualities. As you can see, the dualities with the two bats, and you can see the symmetry going on with her wings, her hands. Everything is so symmetrical. It's very dualistic in this picture. Opposites, tension in relationships, indecision. a difficult search for compromise or balance. Standing at a crossroads, the Two of Swords depicts a moment of difficult decision making. It symbolizes the challenge of weighing options amidst avoidance and deadlock, where clarity is sought, but not just easily found. So I feel like this is how you're going to feel before you get to this Five of Imps in the reverse, because this is basically talking about how you come to agree to disagree, but until that moment in time, you are going to be in a kind of Two of Bats energy where it's at first difficult to search for compromise or balance, but that you just have to, like, it's basically telling you to trust your gut, trust your intuition in order to make this difficult decision, but that in the end, it will lead to, as I try to find the card, some form of resolution. All right, so for your second to last card, we get the Queen of Bats or Swords, air energy in the upright. So the Queen of I'm sorry. You guys got the Queen of Ghosts, but I got the Queen of Bats. Oh, what do I do now? All right, guys, just pretend this is the Queen of Ghosts. I'm so sorry. Just work with me here. So it's not really the Queen of Bats. Let's pretend there's a cup here. So when you think of ghosts, think of cups. The Queen of Ghosts is a secretive, creative, intuitive, feminine energy who puts her visions into action. Honest, devoted, capable of deep love, the Queen of Cups embodies the essence of compassion and emotional stability. She offers comfort and nurturing, acting as a beacon of healing and care. Her intuitive nature allows for deep connections, reflecting a serene, caring presence. So if it were the Queen of Bats, this would be a little bit different, but they still both are very nurturing. It's just that the Queen of Ghosts, I wish I could find it right now, but I'm recording already. The Queen of Ghosts, when you think of cups, it more so deals with with your emotions and your emotional stability, and most of all compassion. And I feel like this is you in the reading, that you are the Queen of Ghosts, and that you are creative, you are intuitive, you have this feminine energy to you that makes things happen. And maybe you're like a little secretive. That's okay. We all have our secrets. It's just really good to allow yourself to still have those deep connections and to be nurturing and caring towards others. Like, always maintain that, is what this card is basically saying, or what it should have said, because it was the wrong card. Sorry, guys. Alrighty, moving on to your last card, the 9th card. We get, I'll show it to you in the upright. This is what it should have been. The last card should have had a ghost in it, but neither here nor there. You get the Three of Ghosts or Cups in the reverse. So inverted, the Three of Cups warns against overindulgence and the downsides of socializing, such as gossip or feeling left out. It suggests a need for solitude, reflecting a period where independence and personal space becomes essential for balance. So maybe you are finding yourself, like, let's say you're in a work situation and you're finding yourself in a situation where people are kind of smack talking another coworker, and they're kind of like riling you up or getting you into it, or trying to get you to say bad things about this person. It's basically just saying to don't participate in the gossip. Or maybe it could be gossip about you, and in which case, you know, it could also be talking to the jealousy we were talking about, the jealousy aspect. I was mostly referring to you being jealous of somebody else, but it could also be somebody else jealous of you, and they're participating in gossip against you, like some sort of smear campaign. But just know that if that's happening, they will be receiving their karmic retribution, and that now is a time to just be by yourself and to reflect introspectively. And for your oracle card, we get number 39, witch hunts, persecution. Let me just hold it still like that. Perfect. Because you're talented, gifted, and different from the norm, you've always been susceptible to persecution and ridicule and have been rejected in many forms. This is simply the projected fears of others, so shine your truth out far and wide as you stand strong and reclaim your personal power. So yeah, this kind of attests to the last card we just got that had to deal with gossip and that had to deal with like a smear campaign and almost like a witch hunt, that because you're so talented, you're so different from everybody else, people, or like one person in particular maybe, can't help but find that they want to attack you, but just know that that's because you're doing something right, and that there's, you know, it hurts, but at the same time, don't let the words get to you. Don't let their hatred or fear-based mindset get to you. You are a unique individual and you have so much to offer this world, and you're doing a great job. So that's the oracle card to close out the reading. Thank you guys so much for viewing this video. If you liked the video, if it resonated with you, please like, share, and subscribe. And thank you so much for watching. Stay spooky, y'all.